Are price decreases coming to new home construction? Let's take a look at what these builders continue to face in this market and what we are going to start seeing that could get worse for them, but good for buyers. Now, as we talk about these things, I really want to know, are you seeing the same things? Post a comment down below. Let me know what you're seeing out there. So we've talked about supply chain issues that these new construction builders have been dealing with for 18 plus months. I mean, it's everything that you need to build a house, from flooring to appliances to garage doors. It is everything. And this all continues to be a problem for them. But there's something that has come up more recently that I am hearing not only from new construction builders, but from people like pool builders. What is it? Concrete. These guys are having a really hard time getting concrete. Why? That Taiwan semiconductor plant that they're building in the North Phoenix area. Now, if you haven't seen this, if you're driving north on the 17, it's on the west side of the 17 with like 20 plus cranes out there. It is going to be massive, bring a ton of jobs to the valley. But right now it is posing just another problem for these builders with not being able to get concrete because it's all going there. Now, when we talk about supply chain issues and not being able to get things, one of the other really big problems is that even when they get them, the price just continues to go up. Well, how are some of these builders handling this? Well, it's getting passed right on to the consumer. Builders have added clauses to their contracts that basically says that if the materials go up, guess what? So does their price. This has never happened before. This can make it really challenging for that new home buyer, especially if they're kind of stretching, because normally when you go to final contract on a new construction, you know your final price. Right now, it's a moving target. And how about those buyers that signed their contract a year ago and they're still waiting because of supply chain issues? So the big thing here is that when they signed a year ago, interest rates were drastically different. As these interest rates rise multiple times, these buyers are just sitting there waiting for their home to be finished, and their mortgage payment just keeps going up. Now, we're going to talk about something else that I'm seeing, but for now, what I want you to do is, if this is you, you need to contact your lender right away. Now, you can usually only lock your interest rate 90 days out, but I have also been talking to some of my lender friends that say that they have got new programs out there for people that are in new construction that are allowing them to lock their rate for a little bit longer. Now, it could cost you, but ultimately it could save you in the long run. So call your lender so that you make sure you don't leave any extra money on the table. Now think about all those people that have been waiting to sell their home because they're waiting for their new construction to be complete. Could that cost you because our prices are starting to flatten? It could, and these poor buyers are kind of getting it coming and going. So what can you expect when buying from a new home builder? Well, before, you could go out there and you could pick your lot, and then you could go to the design studio and the world was your oyster. You could look at every single finish and you could pick whatever you wanted. Right now, that is just not possible, at least with most builders. They just can't do it. Many of these builders are speccing these homes out with finishes that they feel are kind of on trend. I gotta be honest with you, when I go in and I look at this, every house is going to look the same, but they're doing the best that they can with the situation that they're in right now because they're buying in bulk. They're getting all the finishes that they can to put in these houses, hopefully kind of appeasing everybody, giving the buyer what they want and giving their builder and end user stockholders what they want, a finished product so that it adds to their bottom line. Now, I really think that they're doing this in an effort to try to keep their prices down for the consumer. But it's not always working out because these materials just keep increasing in price. But it is giving them the ability to deliver these homes somewhat in a timely manner because they have a little bit more control over what they've ordered because, like I said, they've bought in bulk. But to have you go in and pick something in the design studio that just they can't get, or maybe they could get it and now they can't get it, they just can't run that risk. And I've had some buyers ask me, well, why can't they just put together a list of selections that they know they can get? Well, that would be great in not upside down world, which is what we're living in right now. They can't do it because these things change on a dime. And like I said, what they're doing to kind of overcome this is they're buying in bulk and they're storing it so that when they need it, they've got it. As things change, they've got to shift and they've got to order new things in bulk so that when they build their next set of homes, they've got it and they can put that stuff in the new home. Now remember, one of the reasons that these builders really were adamant on getting as many homes delivered as possible is because, well, our inventory has been so low. And this was one of the things that was helping as our inventory was so low, is to be able to deliver as many new construction homes as possible. Because of supply chain issues, that has become an issue in and of itself, but they did the best that they could in the environment that we were in. The other thing that I'm seeing is bidding on the lot, either with or without the house. Toll Brothers released 8 lots in Sereno Canyon in North Scottsdale. They had a list of about 75 people that wanted those 8 lots. They said, hey, here are our lot premiums. Tell us what you'd pay. Give us your highest and best offer on these. Guess what? They all went. They all went for more than they wanted. And some of these lot premiums started at about $250,000. I was with another client of mine at Talon in North Phoenix area. D.R. Horton is building there. And what they are doing is they literally have started about 5 houses. They said, hey, here are our 5 houses. These are the floor plans. And oh, by the way, here are all of the features that are going to be in the house. Absolutely no changes can be made. You need to give us your highest and best offer by the end of this day. We were there day one. On the largest house that they had over 30 offers, and they were already $500,000 over the price that they had marked on the paper. So will this change as our market is shifting? Well, for one, the supply chain issues, I don't see that changing. So I do think that the builders are going to continue to kind of rein in the amount of selections that buyers can make, because that is something they just cannot control. What I do see happening is, because interest rates are rising, some people that have been under contract on their home now can no longer qualify. How do I know this? I've talked to some of my lender friends that work with a lot of new home construction, and it's already happening. Now, the really sad part is that because these interest rates have risen and they could not lock their rate that early on, they are going to lose not only their earnest money, but any additional money that they had to put down in the timeline of the contract. I have actually started to get some emails from some of these new home builders saying, oh, we have quick delivery homes now available. Could that be some of these people that now no longer qualify for the homes? I'm not 100% sure. They're not really going to share that with me. I hope not, because I don't ever want to see anybody lose their home. But it's kind of interesting where I'm all of a sudden getting quite a bit of email from these new home construction salespeople. So overall, we are seeing our market shift. And although it is still a seller's market, we are starting to see inventory rise and price decreases rise. So I think it's only a matter of time that filters down to the new home construction. I do not think that these builders will be able to raise their prices as often or as quickly as they have been. So for buyers, new home construction might be something that you maybe dip your toe back into and take a look. It might become a new option for you. I will be watching for these incentives to start coming back to entice the buyers back into these new home construction offices. I think that will be coming soon. Now, if you are looking at new construction, make sure you take your own representation, especially in a shifting market. Those of us that sell resale homes as well as new construction really have a deep understanding of what is going on in the overall market and can help you navigate that and really save you money. I hope this was helpful. If I can help with anything, please feel free to reach out. All my contact information is down below. If you loved this video, make sure you hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe. As always, I thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.